Well, I'll tell you guys what right now, man. If you get this stream to 500 likes, I will bet $500 on the Philadelphia 76ers to win the 2022 NBA championship. Bam!
Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
As of writing this on July 26th, DraftKings lists the Sixers at 1,400 odds to win the 2022-23 NBA championship. The 8th highest odds in the league behind the Celtics. Now, there's one in here. There's a team in here that really blows my mind when you talk about title odds, when you talk about what they looked like last season, when you talk about the issues they are facing with current overpaid players on their roster. There's a team in here that should not be in here. But anyway, the 8 teams they have ahead of the 7 teams they have ahead of the Sixers are the Celtics, the Clippers, the Warriors, the Bucks, the Suns, the Lakers, and the Heat. All right, so first of all, I'm going to give you the Celtics. I'm fine with that. They just went to the NBA Finals, and they added Malcolm Brogdon in the offseason after a full season of running Marcus Smart at point guard, who's not a facilitating point guard. They add a veteran, traditional style facilitating point guard who can shoot low 40% from three-point range, high 30s, low 40s from three-point range. So that makes the Celtics even better than they were last year on paper. So the Celtics I'm fine with. Now you got the Clippers up there who weren't healthy all last season. Kawhi Leonard seems to always be hurt. Paul George seems to always be hurt. So like I said, I first said they had the Sixers at 8th because it's a big if Joel Embiid is healthy. Now that I look at the list, how can you have the Clippers there? Because that's a big if. Yeah, if the Clippers are healthy. And they added John Wall. So you got if Kawhi's healthy, if Paul George is healthy, and if John Wall took a drink out of the fountain of youth. So get the Clippers out off this list. That's too big of an if for me if we're talking about that. The Warriors, okay, obviously. Warriors, Celtics, I'll put them 1 and 2. The Bucks are always right there. You can't count out, Giannis and the good supporting cast that they put around him every season. The Suns. I think the West is kind of weak, to be honest. I think the East is actually stronger than the West at this point. But anyway, you got the Suns, with Devin Booker and Chris Paul and Mikal Bridges, who should be on the Sixers, and the deep team that they have had for a couple seasons now. You got to put the Suns there. The Lakers, bruh, again, a big if Anthony Davis is healthy. Not only if he's healthy, if he can stay healthy. The dude finally came back last season and then sprained his ankle again and was out for the season again. You got Russell Westbrook on that squad who opted into $47 million because he knows he might not get paid anymore because he's not good anymore. Now you got a massive contract for Russell Westbrook and the guy stinks. And he's out here shooting you out of games. The Lakers are a mess right now. How are they up there? So realistically, because I'm putting the Sixers over the Heat too. Because if Joel Embiid's healthy last season, we beat the Heat in the playoffs. We're already a better team than the Heat last season without our upgrades, without our DeAnthony Melton, PJ Tucker, Daniel House. Without our upgrades from the bench, without James Harden getting back in shape, without Tyrese Maxey taking another leap forward, we're already better than the Heat. And Kyle Lowry's on his way out of here. The guy's almost in a wheelchair at this point. He has one leg left. So I got the Sixers behind the Celtics, Warriors, the Suns, because they haven't had injury history. At least recently. Chris Paul has throughout his career, of course, but did he get injured on the Suns? Celtics, Warriors, Bucks, Suns. I got the Sixers at 5 right now. If I was a betting man. I got the Sixers at 5 right now. I think they're clearly ahead of the Clippers. I think that's a bigger if. I think the Lakers are a massive if, and I think we're better than the Miami Heat. So anyway, that's where we're at with the Sixers. Title odds. I got us at number 5. That's where I got us. What you guys talking about in the chat? I don't know about the Warriors. They don't want to give Draymond a max contract. They don't? DJ, bet a mortgage payment on our title odds. No. Actually, number 8. You know what? I might not bet it. I might not bet a mortgage payment on our title odds, but I'll tell you guys what right now, man. If you get this stream to 500 likes, I will bet $500 on the Philadelphia 76ers to win the 2022 NBA championship. Bam!